Welcome to Down the Rabbit Hole with Eric Ebersol. If a 3-second sound could yank you out of autopilot and make the next 5 minutes feel brand new, would you press it? I'm Eric, and in the next 7 minutes we'll try 3 tiny surprises that reset attention. Then you and I will walk through a 45-second exercise. Ready? Let's take a look. Love that opener. Picture this, mid-email, foggy, then something tiny and unexpected happens, and your brain goes, wait, what's that? That nudge flips attention on. Short pause. Totally. A tiny thing, an odd fact, a new rhythm, a shifted angle can make you blink awake. I like that image. Laughing. Quick promise. We'll cover why this works, show 3 fast techniques, and try one live. No rituals, just pocket tools. Philip, you mentioned circuitry. What's the short version of why tiny novelty flips our attention? Sure, in plain terms, your brain loves change. When something unexpected happens, certain circuits fire harder. Right. That's the wait, what moment. That burst nudges up chemicals like dopamine for a bit, sharper attention, a better shot at encoding memory, curiosity spikes. So a tiny odd fact or a short sound buys you a useful window without stealing time. And you can weaponize that in small doses. Swap a podcast for a 5-sentence trivia on your commute, or open a single surprising image for 10 seconds at your desk. Keep it tiny. Short pause. Okay, some of you are already thinking gimmick. I get it. Skeptical listeners say novelty just distracts. Philip, where's the line between a useful jolt and noise? Fair pushback. Context matters if your job needs long, uninterrupted, deep focus. Hold up. So you're saying sometimes this actually hurts? Exactly. If you're in a deep flow, random novelty can break it. But when you're stalled or foggy, a controlled 10 to 30 second reset is a targeted nudge, not clutter. Use it when you need to reboot, not all the time. Totally. That's why pattern breaks are great. They're low drama, but effective. Swap which hand you stir coffee with. Change the route to the printer or type a sentence in a different tone. Tiny changes snap you out of autopilot. Short pause. A different coffee stir. Sounds silly, but I get it. Does it really move the dial? Surprisingly, yes. Autopilot runs on predictable cues. Change one cue, and your brain switches from habit mode to goal-directed processing. It's a subtle shift, but useful before a short meeting or when you need clarity fast. And my favorite, micro-challenges. 30 to 60 seconds. Name 5 countries that start with S, or write one specific sentence about the task at hand. Short wins build momentum. Little pressure, big focus, laughing. But listen to this. Micro challenges can become habit formers. Do one tiny win and you often do another. So let's do the fun part. A guided 45-second surprise exercise. It takes 45 seconds. I'll lead, you follow, and we'll react. Ready? Move your phone or watch into silent mode. Sit up a little straighter and breathe in. Go. Start by looking around and intentionally finding the one object you've never really noticed before in your immediate space. I'm noticing a tiny smudge on the lampshade I never saw before. Odd, but it pulls my focus outward in a good way. Short pause. Found a sticker on my water bottle I forgot about. Made me smile and shifted my breathing. This is working. Simple and quick. Laughing. Now, turn inward. Spend 15 seconds and name one tiny, specific next action for what you're about to do. No big plans, just one clear move. I'll count silently with you. 3, 2, 1, done. How'd that feel? Surprisingly tidy. That outside detail anchored me. And naming the next step made the task feel manageable. Experience shows pairing external novelty with an internal micro goal is very effective. I like that combo. Quick novelty, then a micro challenge. It's a 1-2 punch for getting unstuck. And you can do it anywhere. Less than a minute and my head actually reset. Short pause. Alright, 3 quick takeaways before we go. 1. Add a tiny novelty when you're stuck. 2. Try a micro pattern break to interrupt autopilot. 3. Use a 30 to 60 second micro challenge to build momentum. Try each once today and notice which moves the needle. That sums it up. Small, repeatable, and measured. Remember, these are targeted resets, not constant stimulation. Use them deliberately. Short pause. I'd love to dive deeper into designing micro tools for different people. Auditory versus visual surprises. But for today, be playful, keep it tiny, and make it practical. Thanks, Shauna, Philip. Great stuff. If you tried the 45-second reset with us, tell us what surprised you most. Subscribe to Down the Rabbit Hole for a daily peek into curious ideas and tiny experiments. Don't be afraid to learn. Thanks for listening. We'll be back tomorrow with another short experiment. That is an interesting topic. Good chat, folks. See you next time. I like that. Bye, everyone. Try one tiny surprise today. You've been listening to Down the Rabbit Hole with Eric Ebersol.